So this evening we're going to talk about China batteries. 48 volt e-bike battery. You can use it in your e-cruiser deluxe, your adult stand-up kick bike. That's electric powered, obviously. 48 volts, 10 amp hour. I bought this about 3 years ago off of eBay. I paid $110-ish for it. Obviously, supply chain issues. We're in December of 2021. The Pokemon variant's out running around. Good thing they got that Pokemon app out so you can go find the variant. Anyways, so this battery did great for the first year or so. And then come the second year, I would charge it. So a 48 volt battery will charge up to like 54.2 or 54.4, something like that. And as soon as you unplug the charger from the battery, it would drop down to about 51.8, 51.9. So literally I lost the top 2.2345 volts of the battery, so I'm losing 10-15% of the battery a year after I bought the battery. So what we're going to do today is I'm going to cut this thing open and we're going to hopefully diagnose it and figure out why it is not charging to full potential, or if it's just surface charging, or what the deal is. Also, that spurred this, something that spurred this video is I had my e-cruiser deluxe out. I went to Fort Bragg, California. Rode in the rain. Don't ride in the rain. Look at all that sand, and that's from the back tire dumping sand into the battery tray, and there's some rust in there, you can see. Another thing that happened, speed controller lived in there. I don't know if you can see that. It may or may not show in the video, but you could probably see that. Burnt the speed controller. Toast. It was raining pretty good. We were getting pretty smashed. Super fun time. But anyways, I'm gonna tear this apart. Alright, so quick little vid here. So 55 volts is what it's charging at. Green light's on, says fully charged to the battery. So I'm going to disconnect the charger. Maybe. If it cooperates. There we go. And we watch. 51.9. 52. So we lost at least 3-ish, but more like 2.5 volts from this battery. So let's go ahead and tear this thing apart. All right, so stripping the battery apart, I can tell you a couple things. Oh, first off, I finally found a barcode or something. There's the battery cells. You might not be able to see that, but they are some random number. It says 2400 milliamp hours, which I highly doubt because they're not Panasonics, they're not LGs. Number one, China cells. Number two, China BMS. So there's at least 4 sets of 3 series in this battery that are at like 3.9, 3.8, and then you got other ones at 4.2. So what happens is when the battery charges up, or the BMS charges the battery, the first set of cells that hits 4.2 volts, it shuts down the BMS for charging. So even if this is at 4.2 and that one's at 3.9, that one's at 3.8, and that one's at 3.8, it stops charging. So the surface charge, or we call it surface charge, charging up, this one hits the 4.2 because that's all that matters. It'll hit that 54 volts thinking that it's fully charged when in fact it's not. So the true default or deficit or fault of this battery is going to be the BMS. So I'm going to get on eBay, I'm going to order a new BMS, I'm going to re-BMS it. Nice thing is I don't have to rewire everything. It's plug and play and a couple solder joints. So I'm going to put a new BMS on here, and then I'm going to discharge it and then recharge it. It'll be another video because I have to wait like 2 to 4 weeks to get a BMS out of China because I'm cheap. And then we'll go from there. So hopefully we can take this 48 volt battery and actually get it back to life, back up to its full potential. If not, I may just build another 48 volt battery using some actually higher quality cells like these LGs. Boom. These come out of those Lime bikes or the Segways or the scooters are. I dismantle and I'll rebuild the battery, or I'm gonna try and keep this thing going. Actually, and if you look at the solder joints or the spot welds, they're about as good as anybody can do at home. They're actually very not quality, I guess. It's about the kind of work I can do, like very not quality. You just build random things. So that's that battery. China, you get what you pay for. Spent 110 bucks 3 years ago. It's gonna cost you more now from China, but at least it's not a total loss. It's just a matter of the battery management system, updating that and getting it a little more, a better one, I guess you could say. The nice part too is then you can actually step it up from like 15 amps. I can get a 25 amp, 30 amp, 40 amp. I can actually crank some amps out of this if I get a newer, bigger, faster model. Will they actually make the battery actually perform a little better? It's not going to last as long, but whatever. Alright, thanks for joining me. Enjoy.